Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
I'm a Muslim, I came from the streets to Islam, the ghetto. Now when you see your brother, give a palm, embrace with a hug and greet me with salam. Salamu alaikum.
This is a big misunderstanding. The Ash'ari, as well as the Maturidiyya, they don't say that they deny the attributes of Allah. What they deny is the literal meaning that would entail likening Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to his creation. Because nowhere in the Quran did Allah say he has a hand. Allah said he has a yad. And this is necessarily, in the Arabic language, it bears more than one meaning. It doesn't just mean a limb or an organ. So when those scholars said that Allah is not attributed with a yad on its apparent meaning that rushes to the mind, they mean here to negate physical attributes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not the attribute of a yad that came in Al-Quran as in many verses in the Quran where they're mentioned. And this is where they would say they negated Allah's attributes. No, they didn't negate Allah's attributes. They negated physical aspects that would be ascribed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah mentioned in the Quran, لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ, that no thing resembles him. And in accordance with this verse, which is the most explicit verse in Al-Quran that distinguishes Allah from his creation, the Ash'ari and the Maturidiyya all negated about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala any attribute that would entail physical characteristics for the Creator subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I think here that is just a play with words to move away from the reality. And in every Ash'ari book that you will read, you will find that the Jahmiyyah are mentioned separate from the Ash'ari. And you know, it's always good to take a knowledge about a people from the people who have that knowledge. So if I want to ask a person about what they believe, I don't ask another person, I ask the person who believes it. Because the other person may misunderstand what that person believes. And so here, if you're going to, I'll give you an example. I had a discussion with one of a major leader of those people who attribute these things about the Ash'aris and about the Maturidis. He said to me, he said the Ash'aris, they deny Allah's attributes, like the Jahmiyyah, that's what he was saying. And he said, they say that Allah only has 13 or 7 or 20 attributes. That's what he said. And he is supposed to be a learned person from Al-Madinah University. And I said, you will never find one Ash'ari who said that. One Ash'ari who said that Allah has 20 or 13 attributes. What they may say, and what they will find in the books of the Ash'ari, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that it is obligatory upon the accountable person, the morally responsible person, to know 20 attributes among the countless attributes of Allah. But not to say, and why do they say that? Because as these attributes were mentioned repeatedly in Al-Quran, either explicitly or words that brought that meaning. That's why they said that a person must know these 13 or 20 attributes. But by no means would any Muslim say that the attributes of Allah is limited. Because to entail that the attributes or the names of Allah have a limit, meaning someone specified the Creator with that limit. And the one who is specified with things is in need, and the one who is in need is not God.
Ya Allah, bestow your mercy upon us in this time of need.